The aim of art is not only to represent the outward appearance of things, but their inward significance. On ArtHouse today, we're going to see artists who are very passionate about being the change they want to see. So it's no longer art for art's sake. I'll tell you more about that in a moment. Stay with us.
Art itself is a reflection of the life of the people.
The art that we create is helping to give our people self-identity.
When honor is bestowed on a person, it's usually in recognition for an achievement. And here at the British Council in Lagos, there's a special person being honored today. This crowd is here to celebrate what began in faraway Scotland in the United Kingdom. Wole Ogutoku is a Nigerian playwright, stage and film director, as well as a theatre administrator and newspaper columnist. The artistic director of the Renegade Theatre, Wole Ogutoku, and his crew, at just their second appearance, received the Mervyn Starter Spirit of the Fringe Award for his play, Tarzan Monologues, at the 2014 Edinburgh Festival, Fringe. The event kicks off with a reading by Scottish poet Tom Powell.
I read because Mr. Bruce took us down into the pit and left us with a swinging pendulum. I read because I only have one life, but infinite ways to live it. I read because the space we share now is not the only space, and the time we live in now needs mind and projected beyond the miracle of the moment. Thank you.
Then the actors reenact the performance that earned them the award from the world's largest art festival.
She offered her honor.
He honored her offer.
And all night long they stayed up,
Offering and honoring.
Bang, 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 ballo. Bang, 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 bang. Now who they enter for mommy Sabuso?
Daddy, oh, daddy, daddy, when you go for Johnny, somebody enter for mommy's house. And the scene of for mommy's bed, person push mommy, mommy push person push mommy. Sometime only for the yakata.
It's been great, and then coming back home, this reception by British Council, it just makes everything worth the while. That at least, even though there was no support going, coming back, winning that award has made us very recognizable and at least opened doors for 2015 Edinburgh Film Festival.
This is great. Wole Ogutoku and Renegade Theatre, they're being celebrated today because they've gone to Edinburgh Festival. Now that's a festival abroad. Our indigenous festivals should also be encouraged, should also be given the room to blossom so that we can celebrate ourselves here too as well. You know, that's what I think, and I think that we must commend the British Council Festival, commend them for what they're doing. They didn't have to do it, but they're doing it. So I think that the others should take a cue from this and better the craft for us.
It's been great working with Wole Ogutoku and being an actor who works with Renegade, because it has really exposed me a lot. Through acting, I've been able to meet people from the British Council, people from UK. I met a whole lot of people, a whole lot of performers at the Fringe. You know, I met a lot of people, and we kind of like exchanged ideas and culture and how one can improve his craft and all that. And for tonight, I feel very honored being here tonight. You know, it's not easy. Not everybody who is an actor has this opportunity to be here tonight and be celebrated.
For me, the experience is a unique one because number one, Renegade Theatre was the only Nigerian theatre there at the Renegade, and it's an awesome experience because you get to meet different theatre companies from all over the world, and it's a bit surreal because you find yourself in the midst of world theater, and where we're coming from and at the fringe, you see the opportunity to learn and to see how other people appreciate, what we are doing. I think for me it's laudable, and it's something that has really transformed everybody's lives, because being in Edinburgh, in Scotland, and being in the midst of culture, over 3,200 performances, several actors from all over the world, and us being in that space, it's very inspiring, and it's something that we have brought back home, and we hope that it will continue. And it just shows that nothing is impossible.
And for those celebrating the lawyer turned playwright, the accolades are justified.
It will be interesting to see many more people who are as committed as Wole is, to see them strive towards getting Nigerian theatre to international stages, for them to be performed in different places.
When I met him, I was immediately struck by his confidence, his ability to capture the essence, the poignancy, the beauty, the dignity, the strength in our stories. And we produced something called the V Monologues, the Nigerian Story, which was producing for many years. And and he was actually involved in directing once or twice. Then again, after that, he said, look, men also have our own stories to tell. And independently, he went on to produce the Tarzan Monologues, which is now winning the award in Edinburgh in the Fringe Festival. When I think about the journey that he's been on and how much he supported women and made sure that the world and Nigerian men would know about women's struggle with violence and domestic abuse, I just felt that I had to be here tonight to support him.
Speaking on how it all began, Wole expresses his appreciation.
We're hoping that we can continue to show the best of Nigeria to the world in the future. We hope next year we can take more than one team to the UK, more than one Nigerian company to the UK, to show different aspects, different facets of our theatre, of our arts and culture, and to, in some ways, the theatre practitioners that go abroad become ambassadors to show this side. It's not always the bad news, it's not always the poverty, it's not always the corruption you hear sometimes about people writing Yahoo letters. There's a lot going on there, a lot of hardworking, strong Nigerians out there. And so that's what theatre should be doing. We should tell our messages, tell our own stories, let them hear our own stories, let them see our culture and tradition. And so I hope that theatre will continue to expand the horizons, and I hope we'll find support for those things we want to do.
He has been a door opener for Nigeria, and I believe that a lot more things will happen for Nigeria, to Nigeria, because of Wole Oguntokun's exploits at the Fringe Festival. He's a trailblazer. He's done a lot of firsts, and I seriously wish him the very best.
Honor is given to whom it's due, and Wole Oguntokun sure deserves his moment in the spotlight.
Guarantee Trust Bank, proudly African, truly international.
He was really passionate about impacting his knowledge on the next generation, so he organized and conducted television training for the National Council of Art and Culture in Lagos.